Apparel maker North Face getting called out tonight for denying an order of jackets to a Texas oil and gas company because the clothing giant didn't want to be associated with a fossil fuel business.
North Face is not only an extraordinary customer of the oil and gas industry, they are also a partner with the oil and gas industry. So thank you, North Face, and you're welcome.
Let's bring in Liberty Oilfield Services CEO Chris Wright, who says North Face has some explaining to do. Chris, welcome.
Thanks, Shannon. Glad to be here.
So just to give some people a little background, back in December last year, a Texas oil and gas company said they wanted to order some North Face jackets for their company. They've done this before. They like to order things with logos on them. And here's how it was reported in a local station there. It says the company providing the jacket said the North Face doesn't want to support the oil and gas industry in the same way they'd reject the porn industry or tobacco industry. Quote, they told us we did not meet their brand standards. Innovex CEO Adam Anderson said we were separately informed that what they really meant is that we were an oil and gas company. So, Chris, they're right to decide who, as a private company, they want to do business with. No?
Oh, absolutely. They're right to decide. Whether it was a wise decision, I'm not so sure, but it's their right.
So you're now saying that you have gone through and looked at their products and that they absolutely are involved with the industry and petrochemicals. Explain how that works.
Yes, well, I mean, they're jackets. The jacket they wouldn't make, the outer layer is nylon. That's literally made out of oil and gas via petrochemicals. The stuffing that makes it puffy, that's made out of oil and gas. Of course, made with factories made powered by oil and gas. Powered by. The biggest thing to be is the outdoor industry, which I love, and so many are Liberty love. That's an industry that didn't exist and couldn't exist without oil and gas. So yeah, but North Face is not wanting to associate with us. It's just silly.
Okay.
Their whole business and industry wouldn't exist without us.
So you're saying that you went through and the products that they have are primarily involved in some way with your industry. I want to read a little bit of something that they said when they were approached last December by an outlet in Texas about that story, about denying that they would do the jackets with the logos. This local station says they got an email statement from North Face saying this: we consider each request for corporate branded merchandise to ensure any co-branding that the North Face products are consistent with our brand guidelines and company values. They went on to talk about this. They said, we are continually exploring and prioritizing new supply chain and production opportunities to decrease our environmental footprint and ultimately aim for the use of entirely recycled synthetic materials. So in your assessment, how close are they getting to that goal?
Well, that's a tough goal. I doubt they get there. But look, the percent of oil, about 15% of oil globally is not used for energy. It's used for material. There's 900 pounds of oil inside of Tesla. You can't build a wind turbine or a solar panel without oil and gas. So petrochemicals are essential for the modern world, and they shouldn't be shamed or embarrassed by that. I think that's just unfortunate. They make their product out of oil and gas, but that's the best, low cost, high quality fabrics. That's great. Shouldn't be a problem.
All right, we're having a little bit of trouble with your audio, but I know the argument is that there are plenty of items all around us that many of us may not even realize that are involved in the petrochemicals industry. So if that's important, you should take a look at what you're using and what's in your life and what's in the products that you buy and use. Chris, thank you very much. Great to chat with you tonight.